I muted myself. Okay, there we go. Now y'all can hear me. Good evening, beautiful people. Let me see. I see Cassandra Scott. Thank you for tapping in this evening. Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis, Pop Gaddis in the building. I forgot to put that up for y'all can see y'all. Y'all in the building. Good evening, family. Good evening. The Way of Jesus Christ Church. Good evening. Allie Nicole Gaddis Rivers, good evening. Blake E. Gaddis, good evening. H. Sprague, how you doing this wonderful evening? The lovely Deborah Luna, you always on time. Javier Ellis, the Midwest Dragon, how you doing? Miss Eunice, how you doing, beloved? Y'all see, I had to come to the crib and shoot this one. Wanda Smith, how you doing? Sheila, good evening. Terry Nixon, good evening. Thank you, beloved. Salty Chef, how you doing, good brother? Coming from Saskatchewan, Canada, in the building. Elder Golden Child Sharp, how you doing? Kobe Fatty, a.k.a. Elizabeth P. Finney, how you doing, beloved? How you doing? Mr. Classic, how you doing, beloved? Thank you for tapping in. How everybody doing on this lovely, lovely Friday afternoon? Marcia A. Tarver, how you doing? Thank you for tapping in. I see we got Consuela Phillips in the building. Let me take my glasses off because I am here. How you doing? And we got the lovely Deborah Luna with the $5 Friday. You know it's still $5 Friday because we got to do it in the evening. You heard? How you beautiful people doing? It shouldn't be freezing up because now I'm at home. Sir Gregory. Did I put the right one? How you doing, good brother? How you doing? Sheila, tell him hit that like button. I ain't going. I wouldn't let you go nowhere anyway. You know we got to keep you on deck. I got to hold it together to Winters be able to pop in. Barb Harrington, how you doing? Thank you for tapping in. And Harrietta's the Midwest Dragon said, hey, $5 in Cutwater Friday. You better believe it, Jack. How y'all doing today? I mean, I know I was on a little earlier. I had to cut it short because I had to, I only do 60 minutes in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get it together. I've been, certain people weren't able to do it. Then it was a couple miscommunications, but you know how that is. We're going to still keep it rolling. Let me see. We got Erica Gaddis tapping in from Los Angeles. Shout out to my Gaddis clan. Y'all smash that like button as you coming in. You know old is going to keep this together until to old Winnie get back on, able to pop back in. Y'all know Winnie don't be not liking to see y'all. But thank y'all for tapping in. Let me share this out to a few people too. Let me share it out to my ones and two people I know too. Okay, I'm gonna shoot it there. I got a couple people. Meet Freaks, what you doing, good brother? I got a couple people I want to hit it to too. Got a couple people I want to send this out to too. How y'all doing this lovely evening, though? Winters took the day off. She had something she had to do. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's something she had to do. So I gotta hold it down until she'll be back. I got something for y'all. Stay patient with me. You might see it quicker than but it won't be today. She will not be on today. That I can promise you. Simple Sammy 3, how you doing, beloved? That's my homie right there. That's Sarah P. And shout out to your husband, too. Y'all good people. Good evening, family. Y'all know I'm going to show up for y'all, even though I'm not the chosen one. Miss Karaja Smith in the building. The lovely Carolyn Hendricks in the building. Felicia, I need, what it do, beloved? What it do? I wanted to kind of finish where I was at this morning. I was just sharing it out to a few people too. Y'all know I kind of want to finish on some of that topic I had kind of a little earlier and stuff. I want to play the second part to the video. Marcia Gaddis Brooks, Rise Hill, Mississippi. Hey, thank you for tapping in. I love my down south family. Linda in the building, how you doing? Miss Odie, how you doing? Thank you for tapping in. Kendrick Jones is in the building. Hope Beasley, thank you for tapping in. You know, I didn't really want to disturb too many people nice today. For sure. And do. And that's what I need. That's what I need. That's what I need. Yogi G, how you doing, beloved? Drew P, you know me, man, gonna make it do what it do. Dana Bryan, thank you for tapping in, beloved. What it say? Good evening, Mickey, and blessings on the net. Hey, I'm gonna make it work. Hey, hey, Sarah, you know what? I'm the morning nip. I said morning nip. The morning recall gonna be good. I'm gonna get it together. I just it was a couple mix up, and like I say, the family. I ain't want to just try to burn Trevor out like that. Granny G, good morning. I wasn't gonna just burn him out like that and stuff. Oh, Drew P is your hubby. Hey, wonderful brother, wonderful person, individual that I ran into. I seen him at the was at the gas station. Hey, y'all smash that like button for Otis. You heard? Like Dana Bryan said, she said, smash that like button for Otis. You heard? Big Mama Gaddis in the building. How you doing, beloved? Irma, how you doing, lovely net lady? Who's sponsoring this thing tonight, Felicia? She said Mickey's Nightly Nip is sponsored by the 95 Democrats in the House who voted for Charlie Kirk Day. No words, they stayed playing in our face. Voting matters. Voting matters. Tell them I gotta leave that up. Voting matters. Diabolical. Granny G, thank you for the $5 super sticker. I'm over here looking at my phone. Just thank you, Granny G, for the $5 super sticker. We need it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But check this out, family. I got a treat for y'all. Marcia A. Tarver with the $5. I'm here. Hey, beloved, I know you were gonna ride it out. I got you. Hope Beasley, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, listen, beloved, I thank all of y'all for tapping in. You heard? I'm gonna hold this thing down to Otis get on back and do what she got to do. But thank you again, Hope. So, how you doing, beloved? Thank you for tapping in. Y'all know who this is. This the fam right there, Sassy Shay. Just for y'all don't know, Just Oil. 937. Y'all know Dayton, Ohio. I was almost finna say Lumi, what's the name, but I know where you at. Hey, y'all been tapping in with Just Oil. Go patronize the family, you heard? Lydia, how you doing? Thank you for tapping in. Well, y'all check this out, family. This how we doing it this Sunday was going down. Just a Thought will be on at 5 o'clock Sunday. I know I did something because I'm always doing something. I had to push it back. Not push it back, bring it up a little earlier. Kobe Fatty, thank you, beloved, for the $5. Thank you, Kobe Fatty, a.k.a. Elizabeth P. Finney. Thank you, beloved. So we're going to be back on. But they're going to come on at 5, but I got a treat for y'all. Linda Chilton, thank you, beloved, for tapping in. Winters felt so bad that she wasn't able to be here because she had some things she got to do. You know what I'm saying? She is a sports mom. So she had some stuff she had to attend to. Hey, beloved, I wouldn't have it no other way. I wouldn't even let you I wouldn't let you go, you heard? So Winter's gonna be coming on Sunday, this Sunday only at 6:30. So you're gonna get Just a Thought from my DC family, from Anna and Yogi G at 5. But to kick it off, you're gonna see Brother Elliot at 9 Sunday morning. So you're gonna get 3 shows Sunday. 3 shows. Brother Elliot gonna set it off with Black Thought, 9 a.m. Sunday. The lovely ladies from DC, Anna and Yogi G, will be on at 5 o'clock. And then Winter's gonna come on because she got some things she got the agendas out. The agenda, so she want to go over the agendas with y'all. So this is gonna be a little special. She gonna do it one night only. She doing it on this Sunday, but she gonna be on at 6:30 to go over the agenda with the family. And it's like like she texted me as we talking right now. As I'm conversating with y'all. Diabolical. Carolyn Hendricks with the $5. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. Miss Odie with the $5. Thank you, lovely ladies. Thank y'all for supporting A10 for what we doing. Hey, Omar Thorpe. Hey, for sure, we're going to keep it rolling. But I'm telling y'all, my DC girls going to come out. You know how Anna and Yogi G going to give y'all what's going on. And you see what the roll call is sponsored by, but I couldn't see it no different, to be honest with y'all. What's up, Unc, in the building? Carl Lewis then tapped in. What's up, Unc? What's up? How you doing? What's up? The lovely Sherry Allen is in the building. How you doing, beloved? How you doing? I mean, let me play this video. I see it's, y'all done tapped in. Let me go ahead. Let me see. Who did I miss? I want to play this video for y'all. Hey, you know how I'm going to keep it going, man. I'm just trying to get the formula together. Sweet Cupcake on break. How you doing, beloved? I'm just trying to get the formula together. I'm finna get the formula together. Hey, you know what, Deborah Luna? You got to keep it grinding. That's all I can do. I don't know no other way to do it. Okay, I see that. That's for my notes and stuff. I wouldn't know no other way to do it. But let me play this video for y'all, family. This is from we was watching earlier. I'm going to finish playing it, and then we're going to have a conversation about it.
Now, they again were wanting to organize some sort of march, which we now know was the March on Washington of 1963. But as y'all also heard Malcolm X say, they took, quite a bit of money, especially in the 1960s, to say, okay, listen, let's stop fighting amongst each other, because yes, that was a thing, and it still is a thing now, right? You'll often see these so-called Black leaders fight with one another. So they were still doing that. And so white folks was like, listen, we need y'all to get on board with the false idea of civil rights so that all the people that follow you can say, oh, okay, we're going somewhere now. But Malcolm X also, in a longer version, said basically Black organizations really wanted to turn up, right? At one point in time, Black people were going to disrupt air traffic at LaGuardia Airport, where they were just going to lie on the tarmac, right? So that planes couldn't land, and really just turn it up in Washington and all over the United States. Because, of course, y'all know we was going through it as Black folks, right? But so then the powers that be, if you will, was like, we can't have them do that. But we don't want to totally discourage them. So what we'll do is we'll bring in these leaders, right? The Big Six, which they also called the Big Fix. We'll bring them in and say, hey, there's a lot of money in it for y'all. If y'all go back to your organizations and pretend that y'all, really going to stick it to the man. But don't stick it to the man, right? Just pretend. And so, as I said to that person in that comment, that hustle is still being used today, right? You have your Al Sharptons, your Roland Martins, and your Jamal Bryants. Now he's a civil rights leader, right? I thought he was a pastor. Anyway, I digress. So they're all, we're sticking it to the man because they're getting rid of DEI and this, that, and the other. But if you really think about it, do they really want Black people to turn up? Do they really want us to unify? Think about it. The answer is no. They don't want us to unify, because if we unify, then what we need them for? See, they got to sell us that illusion of, oh, yeah, we're going to stick it to the man. Now, allegedly, and so we've heard, right? They're getting a little change, some money, to go back to their organizations and then disseminate with sticking it to the man. But if we really wanted to stick it to the man, or they really wanted us to stick it to the man, they would stop saying that kumbaya. Let's continue voting for the Democrats that do nothing for Black people, right? They wouldn't keep telling us that. They would say, hey, scratch all of that from the Republicans or the Democrats. This is what we need to do. We need to practice group economics, right? We need to up you, mighty nation, accomplish what you will. We need to do for self. They could do it, right? They have a large following. So why aren't they talking like that to Black people? Because that's what's really going to help us move the ball. Not, oh, let's go vote our way out of this and let's go, stroll to the polls and all this other stuff, right? Let's just boycott Target, which, great, let's boycott Target. But are we putting that money into Black businesses, or are we boycotting Target so that we can shake them down so they can give us money that we already have ourselves, right? Why isn't one of them saying, with all the money that Black Americans see in our community every year, why aren't we taking that and putting that into our own businesses, right? Again, it is said that we're going to see about $2 trillion soon in our community, but we give 97% of that away. One of them, Al, he's on a national radio show every weekend. Why doesn't he say, hey, Black America, let's say 10% of the money we give to everybody else, and that'll be a game changer. He's not going to do that. Roland Martin, he's the same thing. He's a shakedown artist. He's telling Black people, oh, well, they won't, give us any money for Black advertisement. He could say, hey, instead of us giving our money to everybody else, let's put the money into our own Black-owned businesses, and then those Black-owned businesses can buy into Black radio, television, or whatever it is. But see, they don't have any faith in Black people anyway. So they're like, hey, we're going to get our little check from the white man to pretend to the Black man that we care about unity. They do not. So if you did not know about the Big Six, and listen, I didn't tell that story to be disrespectful, because the other side of that is a lot of times people get mad when I talk about the Big Six. Oh, how dare you talk about Martin Luther King Jr.? It's like, I'm not talking about him. I'm just telling you what he was doing. You don't want to know the truth, right? I think Martin Luther King will want you to know the truth, because he woke up to the truth. And unfortunately, that's why many believe rather he met an early demise, because he finally woke up from that dream that he was telling us that we should be having, right? So anyway, y'all let me know what you think about the Big Six, and did you know about it? Anyway, for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra K Show, here on YouTube. Peace.
How y'all doing, family? How you like that little introduction that I just gave? Well, I'm at the crib. I was doing some little folding. See, now, let me put this up here. This is the lovely Linda Chilton. But Black people don't support. That's what I be saying when we be saying boycott and do all this. Don't get me wrong. I wanted to play it for just this, for people can see. You know what I'm saying? And that's a different YouTube channel. I got some other stuff I'm gonna pull up a little bit better. Let me see what Mark Hutchinson said. He said one big difference between MLK crew and these new activists. After 63 March, you had 64 Civil Rights Act, 65 Voting Rights Act, 68 anti-redlining. Activists need to show and prove, otherwise they acting. But now you see what we going through. When you ain't seen Claudette Steele, thank you for tapping in. Thank you for tapping in. Sheila, what Sheila say? She said the illusion of inclusion is always failed in our community. Facts. And I get everything that you saying up as far as hold on, let me get this one. Why this tripping on me right here? Okay, now I get exactly what you're saying, Mark. They have stuff they did get stuff passed, but the ones we got now, look what they doing. They just getting money for themselves. They not gonna shake the tree. That's why, reason I played that again. I want to play, and shout out. That's from the Demetra K. A beautiful individual sent me that. I'm not gonna say who the individual is, but they sent me that to go ahead and look, because we was having a conversation. And today, like when I was at I was out, I was out and about, and we was all having a conversation about the clerk's office. And it made me go back to that video. I'm like, us even sitting up here having to go begging Lansing, you know what I'm saying, to do right. And then Lansing coming back, giving it to Davina, and people expecting Davina to do something different. It's about the money. No, I mean, Mark Hutchinson, this was no shot. That's why I played that video for you. For you, you know, I wanted to play it again the second time. We'll play the entire video. Basically, what I did, I cut it off. But it was not throwing his name around. He had seen it. That's why she was saying what she was saying. But this was Malcolm X. If you go back, this is what Malcolm was saying. She just played the video about the Big Six. We do got to be honest with it. It was a time he was, you know, what Martin was doing. Why you think Martin said he believed he integrated his people into a burning house? And as you can see, what she was saying, when he seen it, he realized it, and he started changing. And that's probably why, you know, as she was saying, he might have ran into a untimely, you know, early demise. Diamond Minor Solutions, thank you for tapping in. I mean, we gotta have like we see this is the thing I don't want to get in, Mark, where we be they're shaking that tree directly into pockets. Fact, Sheila. See, I don't want to get in what we gotta be. Well, we got to be biased. I mean, not being biased, but we can't say this. Yeah, you know, King by far we're not saying, but what he did, the man was brilliant. All they was just saying in the beginning how it was going down when they did the march. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at it right now, what is people still begging for now? Better housing, better jobs. We still having the same cries that we had from back in the '60s. Yeah, facts. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Grace. Grace and peace. Thank you for the $5. Omar Thurp said, Davina know right from wrong, but as Eric said, once you win it, you win it. And that's where we really at right here. You know what I'm saying? We really at what, you know what I'm saying? Just like, and you can see easily how these people is getting in it, but how do we expect if we don't pressure them and where they might have a come to Jesus moment like MLK did when he started saying I messed up. But we ain't got, look, you got NAACP, we got these organizations here. Why ain't none of these organizations where you got to get up? Why they not coming down and putting pressure? Why they not saying like, look, we gonna sue the clerk office to make her do her job? This is crazy. We sitting up here like, well, you gotta pray that an election come up for things can be did right. When you got the clerk office, the clerk, this Davina job, this was she making that money for to do her job. You got to sue to make her do her job. Fact, Sheila. But I'm just saying, sometimes I don't think like I don't never want us to get in a situation like where we can't say, okay, at one time this person was thinking he was not thinking like that. He was, you know what I'm saying? We all done started from something from we probably wouldn't with people like. I'm not gonna get up in here and lie to y'all, act like I was just Connie. Thank you for tapping in. I'm not gonna get up here and lie to y'all and just act like I was a saint. Oh, this and you know, I figured that. Listen, as you live, as you get older, you learn right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? Even doing business, you know what I'm saying? When you young, you don't really be thinking. You just be. I know for me, you know what I'm saying. As I got older, like maybe later in my 30s, I started thinking and not just reacting. Thank you, Kawana, for tapping in. That's my only thing. I want to have it where we acting like, you know what I'm saying? Like even with Obama, don't get me wrong. Where I only thing where I, you know, like Obama ain't his things he could have did, but I know his hands was tied behind his back on what he can and can't do. Only thing where he really lost me at when he came and drunk that water and said it was played that game. You know what I'm saying? But he's not the first president that had to go play the game. So you know what I'm saying? I get it. I understand it. It still don't make it right. And I mean, hell, you know what I'm saying? The government got off. Hey, listen, but you got to understand, Mark Hutchinson. It said, you are right, Mickey. Flint NAACP is honoring David Layton as the Freedom Fund tomorrow. The mentality is way off. I mean, what up, B. Marie? Thank you for tapping in. Said, did Davina have time? Let me see what Irma said. What'd you say? The lovely Irma said, did Davina have to take some sort of oath when she took that position? It seems like there would be some sort of governing body for city clerks. Listen, yeah, she took an oath to that paycheck. Hey, that's what it looked like, Marcia A. Tarver. She said, Flint is a money bag and a land grab. You have to pay to stay. And if you don't, you will find out how much your land is worth when there's a lien on it. Why fix Flint with this money coming in? Facts. How you doing, Lanita Murray? Thank you for tapping in. I mean, this is what we going through right now, but you know, the churches, that's the point. Like when you was hearing the Big Six, when it was breaking it down, them was some pastors. Them was pastors. You know what I'm saying? That's why when we had one of the school board members on, Melanie Rutherford, no, I can't be, like I was telling y'all, I can't be sitting up here smiling and saying, oh, it's a new school, this is a good thing. It just ought to be, you know what, Kawana? You know what, because this is what Kawana said. You know what, Kawana, I'm going to be honest with you. Until you get some new blood people who really want to push it, you're going to get what you got. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get what you got. In fact, yeah, that's why I don't see them trying to change nothing too much time, you know, fix this up for no reason. Like, why would they do it? Then it'll stop the money from coming in. It's facts. And this one is terrible. Sheila, thank you for becoming a member. This is what's so terrible. We sitting up here praying on 2026. I'm not finna go through that because I'm not nobody that I'm not a foolish person where I believe God intervening, like God. Who was that? Demetria Brown, thank you for tapping in. I'm not that. Yes, thank you for tapping in. I'm not that. I'm not that. I'm not that cynical. Where I'm gonna be like, yeah, God, go put it on these people to get in these seats. Are you crazy? You think God would be saying, keep letting the water be bad? You know what I'm saying? You seeing cancers, how these people dying, and that's what I'm saying. If y'all don't think. Yeah, we just going around in circles. Hope Beasley, facts. You got a state rep who she don't have to do what was they having? Godly debates. My bad, debates. And then when you see how they setting this stuff up, no ombudsman. You know what I'm saying? You already see how the board is. The Ethics and Accountability Board, only people they go at is who the mayor feel allegedly. Let me just say, people who don't ride with him is people who usually get attacked. I've seen stuff get put in and didn't get pulled up, but I seen Billy's get pulled up. I've seen them break. You had the former ENA board member said the charter really ain't nothing, and you know what I'm saying. She get to walk away scot-free when it was sitting up there. Far as the ambassadors, that wouldn't no legal, no some a role. He just pulled up out the sky and went with it. But this is what I'm saying, and like this, don't nobody want to stand up and do nothing. And I'm just telling it, I just want the people to don't get your feelings hurt. Don't get your feelings hurt if Davina don't do nothing. But I do feel like this, if it is 2026 and new people come in, Davina would be out of a job, and I probably would take her ass to court, to be honest with you, sue her for not doing her job. Because a lot of this stuff, like I said, Davina could have easily nipped it in the bud. She knew that little BS rules that they doing, that Liddell's still the president. You didn't elect no new vice president or president. Ain't no way that supposed to go on. Right, Kawana, facts. And I'm with you with that. They really think God is with these people when you seeing how people being poisoned, you seeing people sitting up here dying. Ain't nobody being convicted. But if we do something, if we would have poisoned the water supply in Flint, be doing all day, probably be looking at the electric chair. Let me see what the lovely Sherry Allen said. The lovely Sherry Allen said, she said, they hollered cancel culture when black and brown people were breaking the millionaire mark. They really are trying to erase our history. They undermine the success of MLK and Malcolm, keep us blind. This what I want to say. What is the big deal? Why is it they want to erase slavery out of the history books? This is where I'm really like, why do they want to take that out? I mean, they be so. I'm just saying, this is the hypocrisy of it. When we do bad, when the poor people do bad, they're gonna put your business out there. But because y'all done things that you just want to whitewash history, this is like, what's up, Rodney King? Thank you for, Rodney Thomas, good brother. Thank you for tapping in. No, because then it was, this whole thing is political. Yeah, when you seen Mays was up there, but this how hard they was going at Mays. Remember, they wanted him removed, but they did not once utter nothing. Liddell did, nothing Candace did, nothing the first ward councilman did. They don't see no wrong. And then look at the third ward councilwoman. She done got right up in here with how she said. That's what I'm saying. Should nobody ever in their life vote for AC Dumas? Never. Where is he at? He done broke that streak. He ain't been coming to council. What I mean, that's what I'm saying. All these so-called, all the problems that we have, all these organizations, it's nowhere in the world. Nowhere in the world. When you saying they got enough issues to fight here. Nowhere in the world. I'm looking at the meetings Omar right now in 2025, diabolical. I'm looking at and look, this how, at least them meetings they wasn't in no filth. I'll say that the NA board, they wasn't in no filth. They let this how disrespectful these people let to get disrespected. Y'all let them have y'all down there. And what's up, Kevin? Tell y'all let them have you down there in the Oak Business Center. Flies everywhere, unsanitary. Listen, the disrespect. I would have brought the mayor up on charges just for having us down there in a bug infested spot. But this is the stuff that we allowed them to put us through right here. Sit up in there. But I don't know why the people ain't out there outcry. That's my thing. I don't know why there's no outcry out here like that. You know what? And this is what you right on that, Kawana. She said they don't want the future generations to know how evil and dirty people were and still are for the love of money. Facts. Facts. You know what, Kevin? Some things I might have just keep quiet, man. I'm telling you, the way they got this stuff going on right now, man. Some things I would probably wouldn't even let out. Just drop it when you have to. Because right now, I'm telling you, man, when you battling against this machine, when you looking at you go file a case and you have to wait down there 2 years to get a verdict back, man, that look at all the hell that been caused what a person can do. But you know what, Linda Chill, these organizations don't even want to fight. It'd be different if they want to fight. Don't get me wrong. Or here they'll call each, but it's you know what? Like I say, too many people cool with wrong people. You know what? Because I make a promise to y'all when I do something, I start saying I'll finish it out into the end, Dr. Petroni. We said we was gonna start the nightly nip, and I'm doing the nightly nip. You know what I'm saying? I gotta hold it down till my partner come in. Hey, Dan, Pastor Dan, I think, yeah, thank you for tapping in. 4 hours on the radio. Hey, Dr. Tom Padroni, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to make this thing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to, you know what? I'll stop when I won't be doing this so much when we get some money. No, I agree with you, Kevin, but I'm saying some of this stuff, let's just go with the residency. What's up, Wig? Let's just go with the residency. This shouldn't take no 5 years when you dealing with residency. I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm just saying, just the alleged stuff that's out here. That's not. I've seen some cases that's been more slam dunk than that. I mean, some cases that had less information that people walked away. Let me pause for the cause 1 second. My bad, family. I had to take a call. Hey, good brother, Omar. You know what, man, I'm not gonna stop. Like I said, I found somebody that really. I mean, I found people who really want to grind. That's why you see me, much as me and you'll see me and Winters could be arguing and stuff like that. We go through our what's the name, but man, like I say, she stumped down and she loved to do it, and I don't have no problem. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Finding some people who not dedicated. Hey, FAB Warrior Queen, y'all give her another happy birthday today. And you enjoy yourself. Don't worry, you just enjoy yourself. It's your birthday. Enjoy it. What's up, the lovely Maria Carter in the building? Thank you for tapping in, cuzzo. Let me see what Demetri Brown said. I feel that Davina is doing what Neely is telling her to do, and she don't want to lose her job. I mean, hey, and you right on that. You know, she is doing that. Let me see what Dove Chain and Cabana said. She said, hold on, what she said? She said, if everybody contested it and took it to trial from a parking ticket to a civil rights violation, the world would be a better place. Hey, but these people ain't doing none of that. FAB Warrior Queen, thank you for the $4.99, beloved. You didn't have to do it, and it's your birthday, but thank you, beloved. They is, but see, when you got your pastors going in and not saying, not, you know what I'm saying, not calling these people out, that's what you're gonna get when you hey, Merc 76, thank you for tapping in. If I said it twice, you deserve it. I mean, but you have to be on your officials. Just think about it. LaShawn was running around. I'm not a Neely girl. Have y'all seen LaShawn vote no one time to show that she's not a Neely girl? I'm just saying. Tell me I'm not somebody without who tell me I'm not a Neely girl without telling me I'm a Neely girl. Like, this is some of the BS that we dealing with. And then people, like I say, he got his people on his side. We over here, you trying to fight, but it's to be. And like I said, it's the same thing with the, far as just think about it. Gretchen Whitmer was down here, what was it, yesterday when they were showing the school, Brownell and Holmes. And they was over here doing a celebration. I'm looking at people taking pictures saying we doing the work. Y'all know I got nothing but hella respect for my good brother Roberts. But he know me and him I'm gonna be like, brother, he already know how I'm gonna be. And I know what he gonna tell me. I'm gonna be like, how can you know what I'm saying? How can y'all be around these people, man, and y'all seeing how the city is looking? Oh wow, Kevin Tay, that's what's up. Hey, oh my, I gotta put this up. That's crazy work. That's crazy work right there. So it's crazy. It's crazy because we got mayors being prosecuted weekly and Flint just under the radar. I don't know how they keep falling up under the radar. What Sally Belly say from Sacramento? She says shots fired today at ABC Sacramento affiliate. No non-suspect. They say they're going to find him, her. Wow. But you see where this is going? You see where this is going? What Kevin Tay said. He says, set Davina up. All lawsuits going to fall on her. Well, maybe that's what she need. To be honest with you, Kevin, maybe that's what she need. Oh, for sure, Kawana Mack, the lovely Kawana Mack. Nothing wrong with healthy debating, but this is getting downright diabolical with the debating that we have, and this is like some diabolical debate. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never seen no debating. I mean, listen. Okay, all the way from VA. How you doing? The Neely girl be eating snacks like she's watching a movie. I'm like, why is she there? For that fifth vote, Angela Lynette, thank you for tapping in. Thank you for tapping in too. Thank you, thank you, everybody to come in to show Otis some love. But like I said, I'm gonna just be patient, family. You work with me, it's gonna pay off. But this is the stuff. I mean, it's diabolical. We gotta sit here and people gotta pray. Gotta pray that some get on Davina mind and say, go in there and do this. Don't y'all know the mayor? I'm just saying this allegedly. If you don't think the mayor, you don't think he knew this play already when the state kicked it back down to Davina? Yeah, hit that like button too, family. But Kevin Tate, we know it. You know what? It's illegal, but who gonna come down here and say something? What all Lansing gonna do is kick it back down here. All Lansing gonna do is kick it right back down here. I'm telling y'all. Oh, well, the lovely Denise tapped in from Georgia. I love my family from down south. You heard? You know what? Listen. This is my thing with the Republicans, and I get it. I want them to also to sue. I want them to also sue the clerk office. Diabolical. How can you have a person getting caught up in Lapeer for residency fraud? And how far is Lapeer away from here? Mark Hutchinson. That's why that's the point that I'm making. I want the people don't get their hopes up because I don't want them to get their feelings hurt when they find out Davina not finna do nothing. I do not want their feelings hurt. 35 minutes away. 35 minutes away. But yet we right here. That's what I'm saying. But you know what? When nobody go, let me rephrase. I don't know if anybody said nothing to Gretchen Whitmer while she was here. But when you got people like all them people that took that picture with, they can't tell me they're in the best interest. They can't tell me in the best interest. Like the photo ops, sometimes people don't understand. Just taking them pictures is like when the governor go say the water good, you done took them pictures with her. It's like you agreeing with her the water good. They had them cameras there. You know why they? You had a talk with who, Kevin? Whitmer on her way. It's over. Davina, listen. Oh my! If she independent, I sure want to see. If she independent, I love to come. Oh, you talk to Davina. I would love to come back here and be like, hey, Davina did her job. I should have been shutting my mouth. Michael Conyers, thank you for tapping in. All this criminal activity will be revealed at one time. This is crazy. Blessed evening, family. Man, look, diabolical. Diabolical is what it is. That's why I'm going back to that. That's why I played the rest of that video, and thank you to the individual that sent me, because you need to see that this is what I sent. That I was actually I seen. No, I was asking you who was you talking to. You said you had talked to Davina. I was just reading some of your questions. You said I had a talk with her. That's why I was asking. You said you took it to Lansing and you took it. Yeah, Powers. If Davina does her job, I will know that people in hell get nice water. Shit, I can tell you, people in hell ain't gonna get. Davina not finna mess with that. If Davina, listen, Davina is scared, and she shouldn't be. The mayor should be scared. Facts. That's why facts, Dub Chan. It's gonna get worse because Davina not gonna do her job. If Davina did her job, swung around that block, and did that with Leon, took that to David Layton. Do you understand the next one? Wow. Concrete Jungle, thank you for tapping in. If she did that, that means Liddell know they coming for Liddell know she up next. She up on deck. Like in baseball, you on deck. She know if they hit the first ward for residency, Liddell knows she up on deck. They didn't cancel their YouTube service, man. They just not using it. With this mayor in there, he ain't nobody. They can, you know what I'm saying? He got his 5 votes. But that was done. Y'all know where that was done. That was the quote, to kind of stop the stuff from getting out. Because don't get it twisted. The city YouTube channel get a lot of views. Just as well as they get them too. He did not want that going across the nation. He wanted that stop. Birthday baby, thank you for tapping in from NOLA, baby. And we love you back. That's why this whole thing, that's what I'm saying. If Davina, all this going to church, and no, that's what I'm telling y'all. Quit letting them tell y'all they believe in God. These are not, they playing with God. Because believe me, if they thought they can get to them pearly gates when this thing is over, they got to pay another price. I mean, but you're right, Kevin, but it can't. But I'm just saying, with residency fraud, just look at how they handle that in Lapeer. But you got to have a city clerk that's willing to do her job. Davina wouldn't have no problem like that. Because if he did try to come retaliate, what you going to do? You'd be back to 4-4. Really, you'd be 4-2. No, it'll be 4-3. That's really what it would be. It'd be a 4-3. Because like I said, I'll swing that block right back around. Liddell, we getting you on residency fraud too. But see, because you can't keep all this pushing it, oh, we'll wait to 2026. What if these people win their reelection? Is anybody thinking about that you might can win your reelection? I don't know. Can we take it? Can this be took? You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. No, but see, Kevin, this the thing. You got to this got to be dead now. You didn't already, you know what I'm saying? The bull is in the China shop. It's been wrecking shit for the last 5 years. When you finally got something up, you see, this should have been dead. And don't get me wrong. Green Eyes, thank you for tapping in. Nah, but see, Kevin, them same people, them same 5 can mess around, win it again. That's all I'm telling you. Them same 5. The first ward can mess around, win his seat back again. The second ward can mess around, win her seat back again. When have you heard of a write-in win? Facts come out of that. Facts. But see, this is the stuff that's gotta be, we be thinking we done already went through this. You saw a write-in win. But how she won? Because she had the money behind her. We can't be sitting up here. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't. This ain't the time where to be sitting up there playing again. I don't have faith in when they got the system all in the system with them. I don't have faith. I'm not that type of person. Let me put this on my bad side. She said, no, no, no. You know what, Mark? Them the worst ones. They sit back and play like they act like you can't really get a read on her like that. Davina, listen, only thing she worried about is that job, that check that came in. That's what she trying to hold. Because that's what most of them is. This shit, Davina, like most people who don't want to be in nothing, but you in it. You know what I'm saying? Don't you know the mayor then probably told him, no, I got us, y'all, don't worry about nothing. And with Davina, he probably, allegedly, I'm making an assumption, just my opinion. I'm just using this as a what's the name. I use myself. If I'm the mayor, and I know you got one of my people, I'll be calling Devine up. Yeah, he led in the ward he represented. If I was the mayor, and I'm telling you with me, and I'm saying they got one of my 5, I would be telling Devine, hey, listen, me, I would be like, look, don't you do that. I got you. I'm gonna raise your pay up. You know, we already finna try to get you know we're gonna get a buzz person. You know, they pay gonna go to 90,000, so automatically your pay go up. All you got to do is you just sit down. You see how I've been winning. You see, I'm gonna keep me a 5. I got the third ward in as a right in. Got her in right as a right in. And you allegedly, you heard how they said people was filling out them absentee, but I'm saying allegedly, and was sending them, you know, not Mickey saying that this is what was being said. If you fighting that and you thinking and you trying to hope that come 2026, this is what you fighting, you already seen it. This is what you fighting against. All right, y'all want to risk it again and chance it and wait to 2026. So y'all gonna go through all this call for the question. You're gonna go through all this where in a minute he's, as you see, the city attorney's already saying, well, one of them said coming to council is optional. Coming to council is optional. This is what y'all want to keep doing. What's up, my good brother Lummy in the building? I'm just saying that's what I'm saying. You gonna keep playing while y'all got them on. You got a chance. Go through residency. That's what I'm do the residency. That's what you gonna need the Republicans to come in at. Go quit getting these weak lawyers. Go. I'm not saying the lawyers is weak. Let me take that back because they say Tanya them got some good ones. South Florida, Broward County 954 at your door. Keep telling you the good brother Lumi in here. Go get some lawyers who gonna come in, some good ones. Because they know who got money and who don't. You just sent me some. They know who got the money. Go get a lawyer, bring it in. If the Republicans, can y'all help these people, these Democrats here? Listen, I know y'all might don't get along, but put the pettiness to the side for right now, and we got to get some help down here for the residents of Flint. Then we can go back to whichever side you want. But let us get some residency, this shit together. Y'all been saying it's been played. Help us clean this up, and maybe we can clean up other places. But other places getting cleaned up. We just want to see why the residency ain't going on here. No, that's why I was saying, Kevin Tate, the Republicans. I'm pretty sure they got friends. They know lawyers too who will come in here and go to war. That's what you need for people that can get up here because you need to be fighting for it. You know what I'm saying? It's the council saying they need the people, the residents. I'm telling you, the residents, the council people. I mean, the residents, council people. They need y'all too. It's got to be a hand in hand. You got to keep pushing that residency fraud. That's what you got to do. You got to push it. You can't keep waiting. I mean, I'm not saying y'all waiting or nothing, but this ain't no we gonna whoa. We gotta wait till another year for they can keep and praying. Like I keep saying, what if in 2026 all them 5 running back they win it? Then where you at? Oh, let me put this right. Beloved Carolyn Hendricks, she knew about 21. She knew about 21 not staying there. She knew that. Hey, bear with me, Lummy. We're gonna put it together. I'm getting the people together. You know, a lot of people don't want to show their faces right now. They know when your face be showed. That's what I think my sports guy. Hey, oh my, I thought it was too, man. I've seen people go to jail with less, get caught with less. Shardy Shard, thank you for tapping in. I seen go for less, but they got all this stuff going on. And you mean to tell me you know what I'm saying? It's just, oh, we're sending back down there playing tennis ball. hit the racket back over there. That's what I'm saying. Now, if he can't get no help, is some of them commissioners getting elected from some of them people in Flint? Because why? What is the county commissioner saying? We need y'all again. Come over here and put pressure. That's what I'm saying. When y'all be letting stuff slide, and then we get in the ninth inning, and then you and all hell breaking loose. Davina, do your job, please. You know what, Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis, I might have a treat for y'all. Just stay tuned. I might have a treat. Well, you know I'm gonna have to be at council anyway. So to be honest with you, see how they did. They ain't letting it be on YouTube no more. Hey, Kevin Tay, listen, man. You know what? But look how the people getting did when you ain't got your NAACP, none of your organizations. You seeing elderly people get pulled out the cars. You sitting up here seeing parents seeing their kids. You know what I'm saying? How the school system being did. Why would you, like? What is the purpose to going to these places when you go to the school board? You can't act like they got it together up there. Shit, half of them. Look, do any of them like what they said? Do any of them got kids to go to the Flint school system? And I can't even throw that out there because I wouldn't send my kids to the Flint school system. Oh yeah, Judy showed out. She showed her feet. Dimitri, I don't know. My good brother Marcus Fielder in the building. I don't know if it's going. It's, you know, Flint gonna be ran how Flint being ran. To be honest with you, Flint is being ran how Flint is being ran. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. Ain't nothing gonna change until until people. Davina could stop a lot of this BS that's going on right now. If Davina said go right there and handle her business, I bet you they won't play with residency fraud no more. That'll be the first major step that you can stop in Flint. Let Davina deal with how she have to deal with this residency fraud and swing right around the block. Like, nah, as they say in baseball. What's up, Diane Thornton? Wasn't half of the Wonder Twins. You up on deck. You up next. You up on deck, Liddell. That's how you would do that. Then you'll really see all that call for the question. Won't be no more call for the question. Them heads of the administration gonna have to come down and explain themselves. Until you handle that with Leon, I mean the councilman in the first ward, and you deal with that councilwoman you deal with the first ward and second ward. I'll put money you have everything going good. But you know what, B. Marie? I've been saying that too. You see, I've been hollering. I said if Davina would have opened her mouth, and that's what I'm saying, you know, Davina don't seem like shit. If she would have opened her mouth and told Adele no, but look how they letting them run them. Oh, they can't put. When did council get to say who can put something in the box if the clerk want to accept that? They've been letting them run wild. Davina can stop it. I put money. If Davina came with that residency fraud on Monday on the first ward, Councilman Ass, I'll put money. You will see Candace have a different attitude. You will see the third ward gonna be sitting up. The second ward might just leave. Candace's whole attitude gonna change. That whole attitude gonna change. Judy attitude gonna change, and then we'll sort it out in 2026. That's how you play it for real. Since the mayor, everybody want to wait. That's how you wait it out. Let it be a 4-3, and let's see how they want to play it. Now, I'm telling you, you can stop it if you do that. You can stop it if you do that. Let Davina go handle her business and jam that up. Then what? You need 6 votes? Because soon as she do that, when she spin the block and you come full of deal, well, we'll figure it out in 2026. And then he might don't even be mayor no more. What's up, Luana Terry? Thank you for tapping in. No, Kevin. This is what you missing. I know Davina wasn't in there. I know that was up on the Inez Browns. I remember Sis Audrey when it took that to Inez Brown. And on the Inez Brown going out. But what I'm saying is Davina can correct what was did wrong up on the Inez Brown watch. Davina could correct that. That's an easy fix. Davina can correct that like ASAP. Davina can correct what Miss Inez Brown did. That's how you correct stuff. But you know what people gonna say? What did you do when 21? But if Davina deal with that, you would deal with the 21. You would deal with Liddell Lewis too. What she did. You wasn't here for the full year. You deal with that, and I put money when nobody else play a game saying they doing residency fraud no more. Hey, Omar, you hitting it on the nose. You hitting it on the nose. Said, let's not forget, Liddell and them didn't want Davina. They were looking for someone until Mays brought it up during their meeting. That's why Davina should be playing, not be playing with them. I wouldn't care. Look, my pay gonna go up regardless because this you already set the ombudsman pay for 90, so the clerk is 90. First ward councilman, got you. Second ward councilwoman, got you. Swing right back around the block, 21, got you. That's how we're going to sit up there and play it. That's how you play it. That's how you do it. You play. And the reason I say throw 21 in there for even playing the game, that'll stop people from playing. You won't be playing no more when you really see it. That's why when they write it up, if whoever write it up, when they do it, put all them people that was playing, put all them who said they would stand and wouldn't stand there, put them up in there. That's how you stop this automatically altogether, and you won't have these problems in 2026. You won't have these problems no more. You won't have this. You will have people to really be, nah, man, we got to really have, I got to be living here for a whole year. When you see that, because don't get it twisted. Once you put it out there, David have to do the job. He gonna have to do what he got to do. Because then anybody should be able to commit crime and don't get in trouble for it. If you're gonna let that slide, what this slide because they pushing money to, you know what I'm saying, they coming in giving these tax stuff away to these big companies. This is why they can do what they want to do. They get a free out of I could do whatever until I piss y'all off, then go to jail. No. Spend the block on that residence and you'll get it. Let's not forget about Third Ward and federal court lawsuit. And with absentee ballot fraud in the Third Ward. What's up, Tasha Lynn? Thank you for tapping in. This how you make this mayor here. Listen, Davina sit up there and deal with this Leon and deal with Liddell and deal with 21. All this stuff will been stopped. All this stuff will be stopped. But I'm telling you, them three right there, we'll deal with that three right there. That residency fraud, because I would say you would want the people who ran in the first ward, but I wouldn't. You know what? It ain't about them no more. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be new people running anyway. But what I would do, all of them who not participating, helping getting this together, I don't want to see you running, and that's how people gotta be. Don't just be setting this up for other people can come on in and just get it in. Nah, make them have to work. Make them have to work. That's why if it is a new 5 or 6 come in, I had to put Davina right on out. I'll be shipping that whole clerk. It couldn't even Gloria be the next one up. Don't like her. Yep, out of there too. That's what I'm saying. Davina just sitting up, man. They got people in there who act like they scared to lose. They know they not. If you did that right there, do you think I'd be scared to lose my job or scared to go to prison when I'm doing some illegal stuff? What Carolyn? That's why AC not coming. Judy said he doesn't live in the third ward. Brother, yeah, take your friend with you too. No, I'm dead serious. You can't keep playing. You stop them by when you make their asses see that it's real. Do you think a person will play with Davina? Yeah, they might be plotting on Davina later down the road, but I tell you, they won't be messing with her in 2026. They'll be everybody had to dot their I's and cross their T's and be like, shit, my any little game. You think the mayor be want to play a game again? For sure, Lumi. For sure. What's up, Tony Terry in the building? Now my people tapping in for Miami-Dade County 305. Facts, and my Wolverines got to take on Nebraska, the Cornhuskers tomorrow. You heard? Yeah, but hey, listen, Diane, they got to. That's what Diane. That's why you got to go ahead and take her ass, file a lawsuit on her. You got to do what other people do. When they be filing them lawsuits on them, like when they be breaking the charter, take them there for breaking the charter. Okay, yeah, let me see what my good brother Mark Hutchinson said. He said, I would love to know if write-in Rose Morrow out a complaining on Leon Regency or she waiting to run with Neely in 2026. I bet she waiting to run. Let me tell you something. When you see people being quiet, man, start worrying. Start worrying. Hey, Yogi G, thank you for saying that. Yogi said, I will also hope that people are keeping track of those organizations that are supporting the bull. And remember that if you have an endorsement from any of them and they remain silent, it's a no. Telling you right now. That's why I couldn't listen right now. And I hate to say this, but this is where I'm at. You say what? That's what I'm gonna tell you. This is where I be at. I couldn't take a candidate that came from the NAACP from Flint, BLM, any of these organizations. Anybody they say they supporting is I couldn't go for it. And like I said, I got love for the people over there. And Brother Roberts know me and him had this conversation, but I can't take y'all word for it. Facts, Omar Thump. That's what I'm saying. All of them who was sitting back, if you was just sitting back, I can't. I'm not gonna sit up here and think y'all gonna be acting like, hey, I'm being honest with y'all. When we go to doing it, I'm gonna be one of them who gonna be sitting up here. Wow, just popped up, ain't did nothing. Huh? Yep, this is where they at. I'm not like, hey, like the same thing when LaShawn. Oh, you a Neely? I ain't a Neely girl. Yeah, you is. See, I wasn't biting my tongue on who people was and like how we felt with it. I didn't care. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't care. Oh, them unconcerned pastors. Listen, when I see them pastors running, letting these politicians come on in today and up there to their rostrum and stuff, I know that's just the devil church. Well, we're probably not going to make the playoffs, Dr. Tom Padroni. That's how the Tigers playing it right now. They down 3. It's Cleveland winning. That's the thing. It's Cleveland losing. As long as Cleveland losing, we good. If Cleveland losing, we good. That's all I can say. If Cleveland winning, we in a terrible situation. Just closing. I got it. If Cleveland, you got me checking. Yeah, we getting blew out by the Braves. I knew that was gonna happen. I just need to see where's Cleveland at. Is Cleveland losing? They play the Twins. They probably gonna win that. Yeah, the Tigers is probably we probably done. Oh, it's just the top of the second. We might be able to pull it out. We might be able to pull it out. you know. But I'm telling y'all, I mean, listen, y'all can keep waiting on Davina. That's all I can tell y'all. You can keep waiting on Davina. You can keep waiting on Davina. I'm telling you right now, Davina. Hey, get out of here. I'm telling you right now, Davina. Y'all can keep waiting on Davina to do something. I don't see no change or nothing. Diabolical. I don't see nothing going on. My bad. I'm back. Let me see what it says. Judy is the. Hey, I don't know. I feel like I should just. Nope, I'm not going to say what I was finna say. Yeah, that's my. Yeah. They got cats over here. I don't like them at all. That's why I was going crazy. My son, he's cat sitting for his sister right now. I want him gone. I do. I want to kick him right out right now. I'm telling you. I damn near just want to go get a little pit bull to drive him crazy. I'm dead serious, but I couldn't deal with all of it. I know this. These people know I'm sitting up here recording. They don't have no respect for me. Come get them damn. Oh, ain't no problem, Diane. You know it's all good. Let me start putting you on back in. I'm sorry to hold y'all off while they cutting into what I'm doing. Let me see what Mimi kind of said. The Venus with all. Oh, let me put it up here for y'all to see, family. I don't want y'all to. The Venus with and all the BS. She knows it takes 6 votes to remove her. She is not going to do the right thing because she doesn't want to do the right thing, in my opinion. And I agree with you, allegedly. Let me see what Lydia McNeely said. Mickey, can Davina get a handwriting expert to help get her get off? Now I can tell you she's not gonna mess with that. Best thing she can do is this one right here is deal with the residency. They're gonna co-host right outside. That's where they're gonna co-host at. I'm telling you right now. It's downright like I don't know, but like I say, the people can sit up here and can the people can sit up here and hope that Davina gonna do the right thing. I know Davina not gonna do the right thing. That's too much like right. They didn't have too many opportunities to do right. They didn't have too many opportunities to do right. You can't ask people to still do right and they doing the wrong thing. You can't get people to do right and they steady doing the wrong thing. So like begging her to sit up there and say, nah, because I can't. I've been and snapped out. I ain't got the patience. But that's why I'm gonna go get me. I'm gonna go get me a pit bull or something. What's them big ones? I think it'd be better for me to go ahead and get me a bully. Usually they be straight. They just been cutting up lately. No, you know what, Yogi G? That's what I'm saying. But they can't. But they can't just put her out. Like just get rid of her like that. She know that she needs 6 votes. They need 6 votes. They can't just get rid of Davina like that. I'm over here trying to feed them while I'm talking to y'all. But she still got to be at the end of the day, family. I get what y'all saying. At the end of the day, Davina's still job will be secured for to 2026. That she don't understand they can still get rid of her ass. 2026, Davina could be up out of there. They could get say that 5 and they gain an extra seat. She could be up out of there still in 2026. I'll tell you this. I'll give myself a better fighting chance than how they trying to do it. They got 5 votes right now. Right now with that residency fraud going on, I will put that residency. I'm telling you, look, you out of there. Be swinging around the block. You out of there. Hollering at 21. You out of there for even playing. Do you know how people will be tightening their stuff up right now? Davina can make people tighten their game up right now. They playing. You can't keep playing with them. I had to listen, man. I know me. Anyway, how long do anybody listen? I need some help. Do anybody know what you got to be to retire? Because how long Davina been down there? Davina probably got it. She can retire if they do try to play it. Davina been down there, what, 20 years? What is it you can retire with a pension from down there at City Council? Because I'm telling y'all looking at, man, listen, 2026 going to have some people crying. You thought the freshman class with Liddell came in. Liddell, Allie Hickenroder. If I mess your name up, Allie, I'm sorry. Words are hard. Judy Priestley. And you see the third ward. Then you got Candace Mooshat. Candace do more for the privileged side of the 7th ward. She don't really care about the side that she came from. I'm just telling y'all. You better be paying attention on what's going on. Sitting up here trying to wait. Are they supposed to have 6 votes now since RC? I mean, on certain things, they need. I mean, if they want to override the mayor, they need 6 votes. But today, ain't nobody overriding the mayor. Shit, they calling for the question. But I'm telling you, you deal with that. You deal with that first word residency. If you want to see Liddell do the shimmy, do that. Make her. Believe me, you want to see Liddell get right. Liddell will probably resign. Do that, but Liddell, this the thing. Even if you resign, doing about not being there for the whole year, they can still come back and get you. So I wouldn't tell you to just resign. It is what it is. It says the township has to flip Judy's seats. Nah, Judy's in the 4th ward. How the township gonna flip Judy's seat unless they redistrict her out of Flint? No, what they got to do, no. What I'm looking for, since, if it's hard for the council people to get help, this one can't, but I get it. Dominique, you know what I'm saying? As I'm going to start calling them late to the dance, Dominique. Facts, KP. I'm going to start calling them late to the dance. Because the stuff that we saw when he said if his person would have lost them recall sheets, Davina ain't firing nobody for losing them recall sheets. But if Davina could sit up here and go ahead, do that with Leon, I'm telling you, she will have the mayorship. Don't she know them people will be looking, they'd be like, damn, man, they locking people up around here. You want to see a team crumble? But see, what they going to mess around and do is let them get people locked up as they already doing, as you seen. Delegate Sandy and her daughter went to jail. I was locked up. They let me slide out. Thank y'all. But as you see, different people been going to jail. Let them see what it's like to taste going down to the county, being there for 48 hours. Let them get a taste of it. Let's see if they like it. Let me tell you something, Diane. I know having faith, but let me tell you, if you put your faith in God, not in that court system. I'm just telling you, put your faith in God and not in that court system. Because you got a hope, and as you seeing things, all these people cool. Listen, just go back. Johnny Cole still getting, he still, they waiting to do what they gonna do to him. Anybody else to get jammed up like he been did, came out here, not once, not once. Hey, Raphael Bird, ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. I can't wait till you get it up. I'll be tapping in. Not once, but twice, he got to come in the black community and be let loose. Not once, but twice. And you mean to tell me that ain't an open and shut case? Oh, okay, one half of the Wonder Twins. I hear you. But believe me, if it was one of theirs, just believe me. If it was some of these courts or these DA people that stuff was happening to, they will be looking for swift justice. Bonnie Vanner, thank you for tapping in from New Orleans. That's why I'm telling you, man, this what we going through is diabolical. And then we supposed to sit up and just take it like, okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. Mark, you might be on to something like that, but ain't that some shit? He know a whole lot, so he get away with what he doing. Ain't this the same stuff we seeing on a national level where they showing blackmailing so you can run rampant on the community. You can mess up as many lives if it's from older to the youth lives as you want. He can get away with this because he got the connection. Oh, he knows some things. Okay, let me see what Diane Thornton, for y'all can see what I'm reading. This one half for the Wonder Twins said, on Monday, Judge Hannibal with Johnny Cole wouldn't take the 12-year deal that the prosecutor made with his attorney. He wants him to get more time. That's why they postponed it for this Monday. Okay. Look, comments, listen. Even the judge know you can't. I mean, just anybody with common sense would be like, hey, Eleanor Worker, thank you for tapping in, beloved. Even the judge had to look like, are y'all serious? That's why I'm saying make them have to do their job. Make Davina do her job. Show her that she will get sued for not doing her job, where she should be able to lose her job. She don't need no job if she not going to do it. We sitting up here, we be pressing, we be sitting up here pressing everybody else. If y'all can't press Davina the same way, how they going after, like I say, like you tightening up on Leon, do the same thing to Davina. Let the world know she not doing her job. Let them sit up here and see how the city clerk is and wondering why the people can't get no help. You should let them see. And this is, in a democratic city, and she black and seeing what's going on. Let her go. Listen, if she got to go, she go down too. Abundant Faith, how you doing? And Deborah Luna, said that judge was catching heat by Doug. They should be catching heat. You can't keep letting these people just get away with what they want to do. What they do, say this man get out in 5 years. He already showing ain't no rehabilitation in him. Talk about Johnny Cole, that is. Ain't no rehabilitation in him. He will get out. He should never see the light of day again. He'll get out and be doing the same thing again. How many more chances do he need to come wreak havoc on the community? He should never be able to be out. You blew it. Them the things that people should be going. You blew it. You shouldn't be able to get back out. Gonna get back out. Can you really trust his word? He gonna lie. I just pray, Davina, that you would do your job. Do your job, and you will probably say, do what your predecessor didn't do. Do what your predecessor didn't do. She left out saying we need to do right. Let me see what Deborah Luna said. Let me put it up where she said the judge, his lawyer, and the prosecutor team went back in the chambers that day. Me and Tanya were the only ones in there, and there was no court reporter with them. They asked us why was we there? Because you concerned citizens. That's diabolical. Why was you there? Like, wow. That's something. Why was you there? Only thing bad about that, I might have been saying some like, why is it taking y'all so long? Why is it taking y'all so long? That shouldn't have been. Why is you there? That's downright diabolical. Let me see what she said. And that day was about the motion fine. The lawyer was filing about Miranda rights and something about professional witness. Listen. Let me just say that. That's what is just so confusing. I don't get what he done, where they feel like his shouldn't be lock seal with, throw away the key type of situation. I don't get it. Like, but and it's crazy that this dude, but this where our society is at, where they don't care. They will want a person. Let me see what this saying. Okay, let me see. Said the Attorney General, Dana Ness, was allowing all this outlaw stuff to happen because it keeps the light off the water and her not doing her job and dropping all the charges in the $30 million. Diabolical. Thank you for tapping in. I didn't want to mess your name up. That's why I put it up here. Diabolical. That's what I'm saying. Even with now, when people say you go take it to Lansing, you took it to Lansing. Can't get no help from Lansing. Lansing put it back down in Davina, back down at the city, back down at the clerk office. It's like, my God, the clerk tell you Lansing telling you got to do your job. You're not gonna do your job. Couldn't she be let go for not doing her job? Oh, thanks, Raphael. See what Raphael said. Let me get this right for y'all. Because he said, send a leader, a woman. I guess you send a letter to the judge of your intent, and the judge will not ask you, okay. It says, this is just not for you, Mick. Before all others in courts is smoke and mirrors. Would you? The lovely Deborah Luna said, drink them natty daddies and get that courage. No, you don't want to come in and she get to talking too much. You know what I'm saying? You don't want people to know. But if Davina truly wanted to stop some of this madness that's going on, as far as residency, that can be the first one. She can do that now. Davina could get ahead and do that and nip that all in the bud. And like I say, spin the block. And just to show you not being wrong, you come in for second ward and you're gonna spin it back for 21 for playing. Sometimes you'll have to show them, and people will quit playing. They won't even play with the clerk office like that. Dominica should be the one that can show it. Hey, you might be gone. Should go 3 lines up what I said. Okay. This one right here. Hold on, I got you. It said, "Hey, they are acting in their private capacity and do not perform their delegated authority. Said then they can be sued in their private capacity." Got well. That's what probably need to be did right there. Let me leave that up. That's probably what need to be done. Sewer. Shit, sewer. Why people think now ain't nobody waiting for 2026. We're gonna get this did now. Sewer. And then she'll understand it's real. Or what she gonna do? What the mayor gonna do? It's gonna be paid off the back, you like how he paid his off. You know what I'm saying? His lawsuit off, gonna use it on the taxpayers again. Use ARPA money. Come on, allegedly. Hey, Deborah Luna, that's what I'm saying. He already showed you twice. You gonna give him a third time to blow it? Like, but this the type of stuff they would do. You know, these the type of things they would let come back. Okay, he fooled you the first time. It should never be a third time. He fooled you the first time. It shouldn't even get to be a third time. But see, these the games that they play with us. They he ain't did nothing. You know, put him in their community. You ain't gonna put him in the well off the Duke community, but you gonna go ahead and put him back over here where we at, where we already suffering. Now he can come back and do more bad. Oh, okay, that's what's up. Raphael Bird said that's for all public officials, right? But how this mayor got to do? He got the city got to pay his stuff off, and that's what's so wrong. And you had the 5 votes up there to go ahead and push it through. That's why it's important to go ahead and deal with that residency now. If I'm not mistaken, then the councilwoman in the 6th ward, I was there, but you say I'm gonna let that. When she said if they can them votes would be rescinded, because it seemed like he only showed up to push stuff through. And that's what you missed 6 weeks, but you was able to come through, push stuff that mayor needed done. Nah, I'm thinking both can sue Abundant Fate. I'm thinking, but I'm thinking they saying citizens can sue. They ought to sue them. Yeah, it's just like they like shit. What he done ain't nothing wrong. But look at all the people that knew that was around. Don't get me wrong. Kevin Taylor was the first one was calling out Johnny Coe. But look at all the people that stood up for this dude. Then you start hearing people, oh, well, they didn't know. Well, they didn't do this. Y'all was sitting up there sticking up for him. Now y'all can do this part like the Red Sea. How you doing, Michelle Smith, a.k.a. Ann, in the building? Tell your husband I said good evening. Just send me some. No, I'm just telling y'all gotta, it gotta be something did different. If you gotta force her to do her job. Oh my goodness. You gotta force her to do her job. Yeah, you gotta force her to do her job. Quit letting her off the hook. I got it together now. I'm over here messing with this phone and sending some text messages. Make her do her job. I hate to see somebody get sued. That's what I'm saying, Mimi. They let him come back on the neighborhood and wasn't even nothing said. Seeing how he did it not once but twice. And then you seeing these people fighting for him. I ain't gonna say the certain, he, like I was told, he got him a top lawyer. I couldn't word it, Lydia. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been and got to putting cuss words in there and everything. With me frustrated, I couldn't sit up there and be asked, and that's why I keep my mouth shut a lot, because I've been and said something that we all be ashamed. And as you can see, we'll all be ashamed. Diabolical. You said, hey, that's what I'm saying. What could be? I mean, well, maybe didn't he have a nonprofit? He was able to get money, and maybe he took the money from his nonprofit. That's what I'm saying. How these people, they letting some crooks get in. Let me put this up. This what Raphael Bird putting this. This my Mississippi family. That's what I'm saying. He able to go get a top lawyer. I don't even know why lawyers would even want to take a case like that when you see an individual, the stuff that he done. But whatever he got on people, it must be diabolical. Make me don't even want to speak about it. But you know, it's just crazy what we putting up with here. Eventually, I hope one day Flint people wake up and be like, "Look, man, we done. We not." Oh my good, that's what I'm saying. And didn't nobody see nothing wrong with that. And all we had people caping for other people because that was their friend. Well, this person didn't know, but when it was out there, it was being told. Did nobody see nothing wrong with that? But like I keep telling y'all, a lot of these people are cool with these people, and they don't want to mess up no friendships because you don't know how they might be tied in, getting money this way. So there's a lot of stuff they're not gonna jump out on. You seeing how it was? How many people came out there? Where has you saw AC when he came up there, the vice president NAACP, when Judy said something about his house? That's the only time you seen AC been up there. Since he done lost, since you know, God might have talked to AC and told him to stay away from council. You know, him and the him and the bishop, they talk to God, and they hear God talking back to them. One thought he was gonna win the Super Bowl off a parlay, and one thought he was gonna win the council seat. But God told him he was gonna win it. But now he should know God is not into politics. I believe you, Raphael, but I mean, we got to know how to do it. Like I told you, it'd be so much resistance being ran into. It'd be so much resistance ran into. I can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? I want whoever can do it. I don't care who get credit for it. I just want to see something done. I'm not the one that can put no pressure. Like I say, I'm just, I'm Otis. Let's get the other ones that can get out there and get it. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I know me. I've been up there, been cussing and everything, and I got respect for Davina. But you see, I'm on here telling do your job or get rid of her. You know what, Mark Hutchinson, you might be on to something right there. That's all I can say. You might be on to something right there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was walking down the street when the light might have hit his eyes when he was carpet down Damascus or something on the road to Damascus, and a bright light came and hit him and said, "AC, you're going to win the third ward seat." But since we know that's done and over, he didn't win it. He can come on back down like us regular folks and just pray. Just pray. Hey, listen, and that's Kojic. When I played that video earlier, then you see them pastors that got how much did what's the name give up? What was that Walmart gave up? that them Kojic pastors, the Baptist pastors got that money. Only a few of them, a handful. Remember, Roland Martin was calling them out. Man, like, that's what I'm saying, Felicia. These people, and remember, he did the Prince last Sunday, or was it the Sunday before? You know what I'm saying? He was in there doing Prince live. Let me quit saying it because I ain't got time for him to come out and be, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. Only church people I'm beefing with is Winter's Church. They good people, but they're the only ones I'm beefing with. I ain't got time for them other churches. And you know what, too? I don't want to be out in the front neither. Because do you see what happened to Jed? Jed came all the way to Flint to catch a case. Wow. You see this right here? This ain't what Mickey said. This is what the lovely Deborah Luna said. Remember I told you his court-appointed attorney dipped out halfway through, and when I looked him up, he had a job with the Attorney General's office. Diabolical. You can't beat this. If he getting help from up top, wow. I mean, like, what we supposed to do? Well, what do you expect? Hell, they ain't trying to fix the water here. I wouldn't expect nothing less. I was tripping, though, when they was acting like that one judge was finna let him out. Like, man, Flint. Old Flint. Come to Flint to be a millionaire. And you can be a pastor with flaws, and you can be running a church here in Flint. That's what I'm saying. Some of the stuff they let go down in this city is diabolical. We be sitting up here just like it's comfortable. Allegedly, they had and I like R. Kelly. I ain't gonna say R. Kelly. Allegedly, they had a Hugh Hefner. That wasn't Hugh Hefner. What was my man that had Playboy? What was his name? It just show you the stuff that, and it's all right. And the church didn't like, and like the other pastors didn't know this man came up here with flaws. Oh, is this just how the game is? They no different than the Catholic. I mean, the priest, how they just move their people around, they catch cases and be like, okay, we're gonna send you over here where you got access to more boys. Like, this is what we doing. This past, okay, you got caught up down here. We're gonna send you to Flint. Ain't nothing gonna happen. It's just crazy. Hugh Hefner, okay, Hugh Hefner. We had it's downright diabolical. And we just supposed to be like everything cool. And I mean, just you done has even with Chris Martin, his scandal went everything back, everything. He back doing press conferences with the mayor and everything. Oh, for sure. Thanks, Raphael. I mean, they Flint do need some help. I'm gonna tell you, need some help like yesterday. Need some help like yesterday. Like I say, get behind the people, support the people. Since I guess Kevin Tate is who was putting keep pressure on Davina. Kevin Tate. That's all I can say. Keep pressure on Davina. Take her to court. Make her do her job. That's what the other side would do. You see, they was on May's head, do the same thing. I bet you Davina ain't gonna want to keep going to court for doing her job. I wouldn't even let it get to November of next year. We'll be dealing with this before November this year. When she'd be sitting up there, she'd be stressed out every time she'd come in there. Davina would be going to court. I wouldn't give a damn. She'd be going to court. Well, her and the mayor be arguing. She'd be telling Neely, I'm not doing it. I'm done. I'm telling you, I would have a whole world. I would be going live. Marcus Fielder, brother, you hit it on the nose. But hey, you know what? I can't say who colder. I can't say who colder between the two. Davina got a chance to correct herself. Hey, she done. Hey, facts, Mimi. Hey, hey, listen, Raphael, you right. Man, Jimmy Kimmel gonna be all right. He's a millionaire several times. They gonna just take him to another spot where he gonna make millions of dollars. That's all it's gonna do. Same thing with Don Lyman. Same thing. This ain't nothing. They know what the powers that be know what they doing. They like, okay, we got because Trump is on his redemption tour. He gonna make everybody pay. This is what they doing. I get it. Oh no, you good. You talk about Dennis Pfeiffer. No, when you had the city attorney said that coming to council is optional, I would do like, look, Dennis probably need a vacation. That man didn't had a stroke. He need to rest. Leon got to take 6 weeks. They got their 5 votes anyway. They don't need nobody from the other side. They got their 5 votes. But I bet you if Davina handled her bids as far as with that residency, he would probably have no problem showing back up. What's the purpose of coming in when you can't get none of your stuff passed? Only the stuff gonna get passed what the mayor won't. Oh, okay, because I got there late. They said Dennis was at the meeting on Monday until Judy put her feet up on the table. Then he left, said he's not dealing with this BS. I got it. Got it. Yeah, ain't nobody finna. Why subject yourself to this what you finna take? Why when you saw Liddell call for the question so she can get up and bounce. Then you gotta sit up and listen to Candace sounding like a fairy. She gotta give her campaign speech and was she running for state rep or she doing her audition for the powers that be like if y'all keep me in this seat over here, I'll fight like I've been fighting for y'all. I'll forget them over there and make sure y'all get everything y'all want over here. I'm just saying you have to look at it. You gotta and y'all gotta look at these people that's hanging around. Liddell, them, Candace, them, you know what I'm saying, the first ward councilman, the second ward councilman, the third ward councilman. But you gotta look at the people that's hanging around. They see the stuff that's going on because if they getting help. But you know what, KP? When you got a mayor that'll go into the wars that strong, like you see how he was going over in Tanya Ward. You see he got people over. Let's just be honest. Fuck it. We got 10 minutes. What the fuck? I'm gonna just say when he can go over there and get the whites from the six wards to press on Tanya, but not press on him. You see the same thing. Now don't get me wrong. Jonathan then kind of, for Miss Gladys. Shout out to Miss Gladys. You know what I'm saying? Tanya got ones to help her too, as far as the ones in the sixth ward. Now let me say, but when you got the majority, he got that little mop block over there. You know what I'm saying? That he can go to that ward and you see how they be. All you gotta do, and hey, listen, Candace got the seventh ward by Mott to College. Oh wow! You see what the brother Raphael Bird just said. He said, but this is what is doing in Flint and Mississippi. Yo, bust it. They ruled that hanging as suicide. With the history of Mississippi, give me a break. I mean, what would you? I mean, what could we expect? we're gonna expect people. We expecting people to do right. That's why I'm just waiting to see how this go down. They not going. They not. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna fly up under the radar too. But you couldn't. You know what I'm saying? But KP, they be getting pressed. This mayor go to certain wards where he can press people, especially in the black ward, like that ninth ward. If it wasn't for Miss Gladys and more people like her that see the goodness in John and see Jonathan is really doing his work, Neely would have been over there pressing them to press on him. And you already see Liddell be saying certain stuff, but see what it was when Jonathan did want to vote something for his ward. See, his ward not gonna see that they didn't vote for Jonathan to do something for his ward. But see, you know what I'm saying? That's the stuff that they miss. Just like the sixth ward. When Tanya be trying to push they're gonna push stuff through for the mock clubhouse, that area right there, because that's nearly them people. You know what I'm saying? Now he was a councilman over there. You see who already told you who his voting block is. He know what he got, who he gotta keep happy to keep him where he at. No, I'm not saying you mean you saying I'm saying Tanya and I'm fighting. I'm talking about when you looking at Davina. I'm talking about Davina. They didn't did what they supposed to do. They took it to the clerk. The clerk supposed to do something now. All this is in Davina hand. This is all in Davina hand. I'm not gonna say you know what I'm saying. You can't. You know what I'm saying. A lot of this in Davina hand right now. Davina can make a lot of stuff easy for people. I'm telling what I'm let Davina. I'll put it to you like this: let Davina do what she supposed to do on that residency, because look, they didn't went to the state. The state sent it back. Gave it. I mean, if Davina do her job, I do believe you will start probably seeing some pressure off into 26. What the mayor really have to be doing, he gonna have to really do some work, especially if you come back swing and get Liddell. And then swing back and swoop them all up together with 21 too, because you will stop them you will really have true elections going on where you won't have that problem. You will really, because listen, you will stop 21 from trying to run, getting up in there. You won't have these people playing that game. You won't let people be coming in saying, saying they stay there. You won't have them gang. Sue her. Now the residents can sue her from what we're saying. If you sue her to make her do her job, Davina might have to do her job. Don't wait till no 26 and see if these individuals get voted out. This mayor right now is undefeated on getting his people on that council seat. Only one he lost was in Jonathan when that came up. You see, he got the first, the third, and the seventh seat. That's all we saying, Chris Caleb. That's what I'm saying. If you go ahead and if you sue her, Davina have to go do right. But then you gotta, you know what I'm saying? All I can say is sue her. Whoever can sit up there and sue her. But if you do that, you swing the block, you won't have no more problems. I'm trying to tell y'all, all them people that was running and knowing they didn't live in these areas won't do it again. You got to make an example out of some of these people. Hey, B. Marie, you're going to have to. I'm looking at Book of Revelation. You can file a formal complaint with the Attorney General office, and which can investigate and potentially file charges. Willfully neglect of duty by a public official is a misdemeanor in Michigan. Oh, well, then that ain't gonna do nothing. You know how they is with misdemeanors; they let them go. They let them go. This is what is just so downright diabolical. This is what the mayor got his people working hard to cover up, and is, but it ain't. He got help at the top too. But see, that's why when I was telling y'all, when I said we already had, I keep hitting it wrong. But when I keep telling y'all, I was trying to. Okay, let me X this out right here. I X that out. Cool. When I keep telling y'all, man, I'm not being funny. When it might seem like it, but when I'm telling y'all that if you don't sue them, you know what I'm saying, put pressure, just trying to wait to 26, them people might win. This mayor is undefeated with getting his people in. Here to go to any lengths. And that's what I'm saying, taking it down there. You see how the Lansing planted, they putting it right back in y'all, well, back in our face. I know, Salty Chef. I get to Sunday when I can. Right now it's Go Blue. We taking on Nebraska tomorrow. You heard at 3:30. No, I'm just saying you going sitting up here saying, "Oh, we gonna take it down to the state. Take whatever you got to take it to, because going to these courts here, you're not gonna win. You gotta. We going in here praying just to get justice for people when the person wrong. I'm telling you, this is getting downright diabolical. They want people to sit up here and like, I mean, I don't know what else to do. Listen, never again in life will you supposed to sit up here. That's what I'm saying. Make Davina deal with this, and I'm telling you, you'll have a better election in 2026. You ain't got to worry about them people who not living in them wars no more running. I put money you won't. You will not have that problem. Like I say, you can't go back and get when they said Satino one living there. But if you deal with this right now, I'm telling you, people would be a little worried. Davina be known as they'll take Davina way more serious than playing. They'll take her more serious than playing if they go ahead. But like I say, Davina do her job, go ahead and get that first and second war, and then swing right back around and get 21. Then I put money on none of them people. Friends of theirs won't be trying to run in 2026. Knowing this, it's probably you know they're gonna probably say Denver Luna's in the first war. Just to be honest, how they playing, people are get rid of people for they can, you know what I'm saying. They gave him too much time, but the stuff that he did when he did this, he should be in trouble for it. Oh wow, okay, Pop got to say they're having the same problem on the south side of Chicago, same corruption. But this has been going on since this thing has been started. It's just with this mayor, to me, he just went blankly with it. They've been letting it go on, but he just did it on steroids. Oh, facts, Marcia. Hey, Talbot, thank you for tapping in anyway. But family, stay tuned. We're going to see what's going to happen come Monday. I'm going to see who's going to bring it up and see if Davina going to do her job. What council person going to say, hey, look, Davina, we heard what the state says, so what you going to do? Hey, new one, that's what I'm asking you. What do you do? I'm with it. Like, what can you do? Mickey, what do you do when the governor, attorney general, state rep, and the mayor all corrupt? Take it to, you might have to go to DC with it. But you know what? Well, Mark Hutchinson said it early. When she let 21 slide, And they knew that when she let that slide, Davina put herself in, she put herself already in the mix. That's why I say, go back, go get all three of them. Leon's up on deck first. Come back, swing back around, get second ward. Come back, swing back around, go get the third ward for 21 for playing. Come back. Let me see what Mark Hutchinson said. There always been corruption, but the problem with Neely is that he takes all the money and doesn't leave any for the people, but Flint votes for it. Facts, Mark Hutchinson. Hey, family, I done did my 2 hours. I'm glad y'all tapped in with me. Stay tuned. You might see something. Like I said, Winters to be on at 6:30 Sunday. Me and Brother Elliot going to be on at 9 o'clock Sunday. And, you know, the ladies from D.C., Anna and Yogi Jito, going to be on at 5 o'clock Sunday. I'm going to give y'all 3 shows. Starting at 9. Going to take a break. Coming on at 5. Going to take probably a 30-minute break. And going to be on. And Winter's going to go over the agendas with y'all for Monday. She going to break it down Sunday at 6:30. Because she couldn't make it today. She want to go over the agendas with y'all 6:30 Sunday. And the lovely ladies for DC gonna come on at 5 when really their time is at 7. And KP, I'm gonna have a treat for y'all Monday for the morning recall. Just stay tuned. I'm gonna have a treat. But Sunday, 9 o'clock, Black Thought. 5 o'clock, the lovely ladies from DC is gonna let us take over their 7 o'clock because they coming on at 5 o'clock. So y'all will see it. 5 o'clock. This I'm gonna bring it to y'all. I'm starting at 9 Sunday morning. Coming back on at 5 o'clock Sunday afternoon with the ladies from DC, Just a Thought. They're gonna give y'all Just a Thought. Then I'm gonna triple it back at 6:30 for Winters can go over the agenda for y'all. For y'all can get the agenda. Y'all gonna see what's going down Sunday nights. Just stay tuned for Super Sunday. You heard? Peace, family.